for Supta Urdhva Hastasana. Make sure that the flesh of your buttocks is pulled away from the low back, and then stretch your legs out one at a time and reach your arms up overhead but along the floor, and stretch your whole body out in this manner. Open the feet, open the toes, roll your thighs in and ground your thighs down towards the mat, and pull your rib cage long away from the legs. Lengthen and extend your arms. So pull your legs towards the feet and pull your arms towards the hands, and let your abdomen, let your whole midsection, let your lumbar receive that stretch. Breathing here as you stretch the legs and stretch the sides of your belly, stretch the arms. Relax and release any tension that's unnecessary as you lengthen, and then bend your knees and come back to neutral. Now we'll practice a modified version of Supta Padangusthasana. Be on your back with a neutral spine, neutral pelvis, parallel legs and feet. Have your strap nearby. And then adjust the flesh of the buttocks so that you can pull the upper buttocks away from the lower back. And then rest the pelvis again in neutral and stretch your arms overhead along the floor. Extend your elbows, lengthen through the armpits. Lengthen the whole torso, lengthen the rib cage. And then release your arms back down towards your sides. Grab onto your strap and take the strap around the right foot. And I suggest taking the strap to the upper heel. You can also strap the arch of the foot or the ball of the foot. And then kick your heel up into the strap, but keep your knee bent. See if you can keep your pelvis neutral here. So if you tuck your pelvis, then you won't get as much stretch in your hamstring. Pelvis is neutral, and then the femur bone moves within the hip socket. Kick your heel up. Knee can stay bent, but continue the action of kicking the right heel up. The left foot is supporting you. Roll your thighs in a little bit. Keep a long spine and an open chest. See if you can lengthen the right leg. Open the back of the knee a little bit more. And breathe into the sensations in the back of that right knee and the back of the thigh. And then release and bring the foot back down to the floor and take a rest. And now take the strap around the left foot, strapping the heel or the arch or the ball of the foot, and you'll find that where you strap your foot will affect what's stretching in your leg. So you can experiment with that. And then kick your left heel up towards the ceiling. And again, you can keep the knee bent a little bit, but continue to kick the heel upwards to challenge the back of the left leg to lengthen little by little, gradually. Spine stays long, collarbones stay wide, elbows wide, shoulder blades sliding down your back. Left heel kicking up, thighs rolling in a little bit. Relaxed, receding, long belly. So don't harden or shorten the belly or the trunk, but rather keep the trunk long and relaxed. Pelvis is in neutral. Try not to tuck here. With tight hamstrings, it's easy for the pelvis to just tuck. And then release and place your left foot back down on the floor. Now we'll practice a simple groin stretch. Start on your back with a neutral pelvis, neutral spine, knees bent and feet flat. Legs are parallel, and stretch your arms overhead. Lengthen out through the arms. And then stretch the legs as well and roll the thighs internally so the fronts of your legs point straight up to the ceiling. And be very long in your limbs and in your trunk here, creating length. And then keep that length in the trunk, in the left leg, and bring the right knee towards the chest, towards the right side of the chest, even towards the right armpit. And grab onto the right knee with both hands and clasped fingers. And stay long in the abdomen, long in the spine. Extend long through that left leg. Roll the left thigh in and ground the left thigh bone down towards the floor. And then grab the right knee with your right hand only, as you see here, and start to pull your right knee out to the right. Stretch your left arm to the left at shoulder height and open up that right knee out to the side. Stay long in the left leg and play with moving around that right knee up towards the armpit, down towards hip level. And see if you can explore a groin inner thigh stretch here, as the right knee opens out to the right. And then bring the knee back to center and pause here. And then stretch your right leg out, lengthening it out as you bring your left knee towards the left side of your chest. And grab onto the top of the left shin with clasped fingers. And pull the left knee towards the left armpit as you stretch the right leg more. Internally rotate, especially at the very top of the right thigh, and ground the right thigh down. Stay awake in your feet, toes spreading. Long spine. Don't let your abdomen become hardened. A receding, long abdomen. Open chest, shoulder blades sliding down your back. And then stretch the right arm to the right as you take the left knee in the left hand only and start to pull the knee over to the left so the knee stays bent. And you open that left knee out to the left, staying active in your right leg. And play with some movement here, taking your left knee up towards the armpit or down towards hip level. Explore the range of motion here as you enjoy the groin opening. Reach the inner right foot forward and take your knee out to the side even more, deepening the stretch. And then take your knee back to the center. And then place your left foot down. Bend your right knee and place your right foot down. And now lay down on your back for a pose that I call windshield wiper. Have your knees bent and feet flat. Feet pretty wide, wider than the sitting bones. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Stretch your arms out to the sides at shoulder height. And then walk your feet even closer to your sitting bones and even wider. And then keeping your feet planted, lower your knees down to the right. And enjoy this gentle twist as the right knee falls more to the right and the left knee falls more to the right. Slide your shoulder blades down your back and lengthen your spine. And feel the position of the pelvis relative to the spine. And feel the position of each femur relative to the hip sockets. And then lift your knees back up to the center, feet staying grounded. And lower the knees over to the left side, letting the femurs move in the hip sockets, letting left knee heavy falling to the left, right knee heavy falling to the left, and enjoy the spinal twist. Get longer in your trunk here as you breathe. And then inhale back to the center and exhale your knees over to the right side. Inhale your knees up to the center and exhale the knees over to the left side. And then inhale back up and continue like this, moving and breathing together. And especially focus on the movement of the heads of the femurs in the hip sockets. Continuing. And see if you can go a little deeper into the pose in the next couple of rounds. And then come up to center. Now we'll practice a lovely, simple version of Supta Baddha Konasana without any props. So lay down on your back and adjust the flesh of your buttocks so it moves away from the lower back. And then bring the soles of the feet together and the knees open. And we'll do this with no support so that gravity is your prop here. Gravity is what's helping you and informing you in this pose. See if you can just surrender your legs to gravity. And let your shoulder blades slide down your back and then stretch your arms out in a Shavasana position so that you can relax here. Let your trunk and spine be long. See if you can breathe here with your whole body. Relaxing the pelvis and the buttocks, relaxing the groins. Feel where your body is making contact with the floor. Contact with the sticky mat. And then start to lift your knees up. You can use your hands to help you if that feels right. Feet flat. And then roll over to your side to come on up. And now come to the floor for a posture that I call neutral. It's a supported neutral position. So make a loop in your strap and step your feet into that loop and then place a block between the feet. And then you'll begin to tighten the strap, but leave enough space so that you can now place the other block between your knees, and then tighten the strap around the centers of your thighs so that your legs are very supported here in a neutral parallel position, thighs strapped together, block between the knees, block between the feet. So you're very parallel in your legs, and then lay down, release the flesh of the buttocks away from the low back and reach your arms overhead along the floor and start to breathe length up and down your trunk. Let the abdomen relax and settle and lengthen. See if you can create length in your belly as you relax the pelvis down. Let your femurs relax and settle. The femurs are the thigh bones. So let the thigh bones relax here as you're all strapped in and supported. And then change the position of the arms into more of a relaxation position. So arms more by your sides, palms facing the ceiling, shoulder blades settled down your back. Relax here as you breathe length into your spine. Smooth, steady breath. And just feel your pelvis here in neutral. So not tucked and not arched, but there's a neutrality to the pelvis, the legs, and the spine here. And see if this neutrality can support an open breath. And so the bottom ribs open just as much as the middle and top ribs as you inhale. And exhale. And then inhale again here. And a smooth exhalation. Continue to bring your attention inside. And then bring your knees towards your chest. Remove the block. Take your legs out of the strap loop and come out of the pose.